Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Now, I've had to get on camera and talk about K-Fed and Britney. I've just got to do it. Do you know what? I have been boring my boyfriend to death talking about this, but got to talk about it. So, initially, if you haven't heard, Kevin Federline has requested that he gets more child support from Britney Spears. Now, if any of you aren't sure, basically, K-Fed was with Britney when she had that whole, was it the 2007 mental breakdown thing that went on? You know, the whole circus that happened in 2007 with the umbrella and all that stuff. So he was with her through all of that. They are not together anymore. He has, I believe he's remarried. I'm not too sure if he's remarried, but he's with somebody else. He has 2 children with this other lady. He has 6 kids in total. I know, but yeah, 6 kids in total. I think 2 with Shah Jackson, 2 with Britney, and 2 with this other lady, which I don't remember the name and I can't be bothered to look it up. So anyway, there's been so much going on, you know, being said in the papers about Britney Spears and Kevin Federline and K-Fed asking for more child support. And you know what? I'm not gonna be 100% team Britney on this. I love Britney. I love her. I mean, I loved her older music more, like Hit Me Baby One More Time and Sometimes and Toxic and Crazy. I'll shut up now, but I loved it. I'm a 90s girl and I blinking loved it. Still love her now. She looks great. She's turned her life around. She had so many issues at one point and she's done so good. She's got her Vegas residency, which is going from strength to strength. Brilliant stuff. And she obviously has a good team around her and she has people that care about her, which is obviously what she needed back then when she was having her issues. But it's great that she's turned her life around. You know, I do love Britney, always have done and probably always will, but I can't be 100% behind her with this. Here's my reasoning. Okay, you have to remember, I'm from the UK. I don't know how child custody, monies, you know, all that kind of stuff works anywhere else, but I believe, I'm sure it's the UK. I did a little bit of research on this. If you're in the UK, you have to remember as well, Kevin Federline has sole custody of those kids. Because I don't really know why anymore, because I thought Britney had turned herself around. I know her dad still is in control of her finances at 36 years old. I find that a bit worrying. I find that a bit concerning now, because what, is she not capable to look after herself still? I don't know, I think that's just, I don't know. I just feel that they need to maybe hand some stuff back over to her, because none of us really know what's going on, but from the outside looking in, it just worries me a bit that somebody who is over 35 can't look after their finances. Anyway, so nothing wrong with having help. I mean, she has a lot of stuff going on and earns so much money. Of course she'll need help. And she'll need a team helping her, but the fact that her money is looked after by her father still concerns me a bit, and she hasn't got custody. Kevin, remember, has sole custody of those kids, yeah? He has them, I think he drives them over to Britney's, I don't know, say on a Wednesday, and brings them back and all the rest of it. I think he's been very good, you know, at stuff like that. And he looks after those kids. They're there near enough all the time, apart from obviously in the days the kids go over and see their mum. However, he's getting $20,000 a month. Huge amount of money. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not talk shit. £10,000 per each kid. I think they're between the ages of 11 and 12, 11, 13, whatever, around those ages. But I'm sure it's in the UK. But if you have sole custody of 2 children, you and your other partner, say if it was the male, for example, it's been estimated, only an estimation mind, Britney Spears is earning around about $36 million a year. 36 million a year. So let's do the math on that. Okay, let's have a little quick look. That works out, so $36 million a year. So that makes it a month. She's, excuse me, $3 million a month, I think that makes it to be, that she's earning. Obviously before tax and all the rest of it, but let's not worry about that for now. Before tax. Then that makes it to be, let's share that into 4. $750,000 a week. I don't know how much she would be giving like tax, like over here I think it'd be around about the 50% mark, I'm not too sure, but or maybe it's more than that, I don't know. However, say you take off 50% of that, so say she's earning a week $375,000 a week after tax. Let's just guess that's what she's making. So I'm being super kind here. So in the UK you're supposed to have, I'm sure it's, if you've got 2 kids, after, I don't know if it's after tax or not, I think it is, but you'd have to give 12% of your weekly earnings. K-Fed should be getting at least double. I mean, she may be earning more than 36 million, but you have to remember, say that was a footballer over in the UK and they were only giving the mother of their children, who they now don't live with, who has sole custody, not the right percentage of money. Can you imagine the uproar there would be? I like Britney, I do like her, but she's saying, they're saying she pays for all the expenses and all that kind of stuff every time I go out. I don't know about that. I don't know. And I know in America they like it to seem that I think maybe the kids have a similar living life. Britney's living in a huge mansion. I think K-Fed is living in just a modest home. Nothing wrong with that. However, I do believe that K-Fed is saying he's only bringing home something like $3,000 a month. He used to be a dancer, he used to do some DJing, I think, and I don't know, he did rapping or stuff like that, and it's not bringing in the money anymore because nobody's bothered about him anymore, let's be honest. I do believe he should still try and go out and get another job. Go and do something, yeah? Because that's what I think. I think that he should be doing something, bringing in some more money. If that's not working for him anymore, he needs to try and do something else. That's what I think anyway. So that's where my thing for him, I get a little bit like, you need to go out and try and do something else. He may well be doing that. I mean, he's saying, I bet he'll say that he can't do that. I don't know, because he has to be, maybe Britney's beckoning to call to take the kids over and back. What then happened is K-Fed's lawyers, or whoever are looking after him, went over to Britney's camp and said they wanted to see proof, I don't know if it was tax returns, whatever, of all the money she's earning, and they basically put 2 fingers up and said no. So now this is where this is going to get messy. I think Britney is concerned that where he's got 2 other kids that are living in that house, that she doesn't want to be contributing to them. I get that. I do get that. I completely get that. But I do also feel that, why, Britney, are you not looking after your own kids now? I love you, Britney. I love Britney. But I do feel like what mother, if they could look after their own kids, wouldn't? I feel like with Britney, and don't get me wrong, I do like Britney, I feel like she's still very childish, very childlike. She's been kept like a child by not being able to look after her finances, having her father looking after everything, not having custody of her kids. K-Fed was with her that whole time. Everything went, there was that media circus around her and she had so many issues, which is so great she's come out the other side. There may well be good reason that her dad looks after her finances and stuff, but it does concern me. It really, really does. Like I said, Kevin Federline needs to get off his backside and find something else he can do. And also his partner, I think she's believed some kind of teacher or something like that, I'm not too sure. The one he's with now, her money, whatever she's making needs to come into the equation a little bit as well. But then again, does it, because the 2 kids she has are with him, they're nothing to do with Britney's kids. So you've got Britney on one side saying, I want to make sure that my money's just going towards my 2 kids, then the other lady could be saying exactly the same. It's not going to work like that 100%. Let's get bloody real. You've got 4 kids living in your house, yeah? And you can't say the mum of, who's of Kevin Federline's current partner, her 2 kids, they're only babies, but let's just be hypothetical. Say they go out shopping and they all go to a toy store, games store, whatever, and they want to get computer games. What is she going to do? Say she takes those 2 kids out, because she's still their stepmum really, isn't she? So say they go out shopping. Is she going to say to her own biological children, yes, I'll buy you 2 a game, but I'm not going to buy, Britney's kids a game because you're not mine? Get real. That's not how life works. I'm so sorry, but this is very naive of Britney, but this is Britney all over. I love Britney, but I do feel she comes across very naive. I feel like she's very much a puppet on a string. And like I said, I love Britney. I always have done. I probably always will. I'm not I'm not bashing Britney. I do feel though that she needs to be given back some responsibility to think for herself. I mean, she's not much younger than me. I'm 37 and she's 36, and the fault of somebody else looking after my money at my age, what on earth? I mean, why is that? And why isn't she made, if she's not happy with the whole Kevin Federline thing, why doesn't she fight for custody? Just putting it out there. I know she has this Vegas tour and all the rest of it, but why doesn't she fight for it so that when she's doing this tour, I don't know how long it goes on for, whatever, that she could maybe, Kevin could look after them more when it's on, and then she has that huge break and she has the kids then maybe, or that could be a bit unsettling for them with school and stuff. I'm not too sure where each person's based, I don't care, but what I'm trying to say is most mothers would fight to have their children with them. And you have to recommend Kevin because he stepped up. There's so many talk shows on and stuff like that where women are dragging the men. You don't pay child support. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't look after your kid. You don't give a toss about your kid. Kevin's always been there for those kids. So I feel like people who are dragging Kevin Federline, just let's think of both parties here. Kevin stepped up. He really, really did. And I feel that Britney, I don't know, I can see it on both sides. I could get she wants to make sure the money she's giving to Kevin isn't going towards the other kids, but it can't be so black and white like that. It really, really can't. So I just wanted to talk about this because I've been boring my boyfriend to death about it. He's like, oh my God, shut up. But I wanted to talk about it because I do think it's important. And I do think that, I don't know, I can see both sides, don't get me wrong. I will love Britney probably to the day I die. I love Britney, but I think people need to, when it comes to Britney, I feel sometimes people look at her and look at her life with rose-coloured spectacles. I feel like those need to be taken off and give Kevin Federline a little bit of credit he deserves. Yeah, he needs to get off his backside and go and get a real job now maybe. He's not a media celebrity that anyone cares about anymore. Let's be real. Britney is a fantastic performer, and I feel that, I mean, she's doing great with her Vegas tour, and I think that's, or Vegas residency, and I think that's fantastic. Good for her. She looks great. Looks like she's having fun. Go for it. I love that. But I think, I think we need to acknowledge what Kevin Federline has been doing for those two kids as well. So what do all of you think about Britney and K-Fed? I know what I'm saying here, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, she's not sticking up for Britney. I'm not sticking up for her, but I do see a lot of flaws in this, in what's been thrown about, in the Britney camp. And I don't know, we will see what happens, and I'm sure I'll talk about this more. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if I rambled a bit, but I'm quite, interested in this story, which is why I'm talking about it to you guys today. But anyway, hope you all have a fantastic day. Please hit the bell notification button so you know when I upload a new video, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.